We have finally made it the day you are seeing this. Football Manager 2026, the beta is being released, and it's time for the full return of MattovFM. And in today's video we're going to be going through the new idea, the new series on the channel, and that is Borderline Glory. That is the new idea we have got going on the channel, and in today's episode we are going to be explaining what is going to go down on this channel in the new Football Manager game, which is looking absolutely incredible. I cannot wait for it. I'm so excited to finally get back into making content, and this is the idea we are going with, Borderline Glory, and it is going to be incredible. So the first question you're going to be asking is, what is Borderline Glory? Now if we take a look at what that is, the number one golden rule we have to follow is that we can only move to a bordering country. This challenge will be based in Europe. We'll be making our long-awaited return back. It's been a year really since we were in Europe managing, and I've really wanted to return. We are back there now, ready to go, and it is going to be a very interesting task at hand. Europe obviously very close together, with all the countries, lots of successful countries all bordering each other, but we want to go and create our own successes in the new Football Manager, which, as I've said, is looking absolutely incredible. So exciting, hence the name Borderline Glory. You know, it might sound like, you know, we're close to winning, but like being on the borderline, but I suppose that's what it is. We're going to be building up, we're going to get close to winning those trophies, and then hopefully we are going to go on and win those trophies. There's some new trophies as well for us to go and win. I'm going to keep a bit of that a secret. You know, we're going to find out along the journey what's in store for us, not keeping it too strict. I think that's the fun in it, and really getting into managing and discovering what we can go on and do in this new series, this new edition of Football Manager. Now the question is, where will we be going for this challenge? Where will we be starting? We've got a number of options really where we could go. We could start in the UK. We could go into different parts, maybe go into the west, into the south, the north, the east, wherever we go. But the country I have decided we will be starting with is the country with the most borders in mainland Europe, and that is Germany. We will be going there. It's a country I've always wanted to go and manage, and I think it's going to be very interesting to see how we can go and do there. I think it's going to be a smaller club we're going to start with there, potentially all the way low as the third league, the 3-leaguer. It is called there in Germany, and you know, when we managed back at Alfreton back in the day in the UK, that was a fun non-league experience. I don't think it's classed as non-league there. I'd like to think it isn't, but it is a bit lower division. The pressure is not there as much, but the fans and the backing in Germany is absolutely incredible, and it's going to be so interesting to see if we can build a little team there for however long we are there in Germany, and whoever we go to, or wherever there's a job available, it will be very interesting. But the key thing in that is, where will we go next? There's so many options that we have as to where we can go. We can go to Poland in the east. From there we can go to France on this left. There's so many options we can go to. We've got the smaller nations in the Netherlands and in Belgium. We've also got Switzerland, which is there. We've got so many countries which we can go to, and it's all just a question really. We could even go north, all the way up north. We could go to Tromsø maybe in the end. What a legendary club that is on the channel, but I'm sure wherever we will go, it's going to be legendary. We're going to make some very good memories. Now, one thing I will say about the golden rule that I do have is that we are going to accept maritime borders. I believe it is. Those are water borders, basically shared seas and stuff like that. I think that will definitely help just a little bit. It's a bit of you know, the blueprint, and we've got to make sure that is in there. I think it will improve the experience of the challenge overall. I remember we had some interesting times in other challenges, particularly in the Pacific Pursuit, with moving clubs and stuff like that, but that will be good, and I don't think we'll have to enforce it too much. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, but the key thing with this is we're not keeping it too strict. There's so many different countries we could go to. Just thinking off the top of my head, there's so many countries we've not been to in the UK. We've only been to England, we've not been to France, Germany, Italy, so many other countries that we could go to, maybe even some more alternate countries. We're looking at potentially a Turkey, a Greece, maybe a Denmark is very possible. There's so many interesting factors, and there's so many trophies and challenges to go out there and complete. It's going to make for a very, very interesting challenge, our next geographical challenge, but it came very naturally in this process that MattovFM undergoes in order to figure out his next challenge. It was very easy. It just came straight to mind, and we are going to hopefully go and carry it out, and it's going to make for a very, very good challenge. So make sure to stick around for that in the next few days and weeks. Lots of content is going to be going out, and if you have enjoyed that video, take a look there at the Discord, and make sure to go and follow me over on Twitter. We're still going to be calling it Twitter. I would definitely recommend joining the Discord. There's going to be updates about the content that will be going out over the next few days and weeks. Might not just be videos, that's all I'm going to say. We may change it up a little bit, but it's going to be so fun. I cannot wait. It is good to be back where we belong on the game, and it's just going to be so much fun. I can already tell the game is looking amazing, but as I said, I would definitely recommend going and joining the Discord there for all those updates, trying to build a nice community in there and on the channel here. If you are a new viewer, welcome along. It is going to be very, very interesting. These challenges that we do are always interesting, and hopefully we come away with a trophy or two. I'll leave you with this little tune. If you have been around for some time, you will recognise it. It's the trademark tune here on the MattovFM channel. Stick around for the new series, and I'll see you all for the first few episodes here of Borderline Glory. Thank you, bye bye.